Good morning, class. I hope everybody is good and well over there in their homes. Yes, everybody is fine. Be safe and be there in your homes. So, we are going to start with the next session of our computer application for class 6th. In the last session, we have started with the chapter number 3, Word Processor, Tabular Presentation. Now let's have a quick recap what we have studied in the last class. We have studied about what are tables. We have studied that a table is a grid of rows and columns that intersect to form cells. Yes. Now, after that, we have studied that how to create tables in our MS Word. We have studied several ways. The very first one was using table grid. Then we have studied about using insert table using dialog box. Then draw table. Then next was quick tables, and then it was converting text to tables. Now you can see that how to insert. Just next to the home tab on your ribbon on MS Word document, insert option is there. When we click on insert, we get a option, a group of table. Now under that table you can see a drop down arrow. When we click on that drop down arrow, a drop down menu appears. You can see there in the figure. In this figure, in the very first one, it is written 3 into 3 table. Means there are certain boxes, they are predefined cells. Now when you select that how many cells, so you are selecting that how many rows and how many columns you are going to select. Now here in the first one, it is written column number and the second 3 is for row number. You can see there are, this complete number of boxes are 10 into 8, means 10 columns and 8 rows. So it's a fixed number. So in case if you require any table where you need more number of cells or more number of rows or columns, then what we have to do? Then we will go to insert table. With insert table, you can insert a table with less number of rows and column also, but insert table is beneficial when we need more than this 10 into 8 table. Then we have also seen how to draw a table. In draw table, our cursor, our mouse pointer changes to a pencil icon. Then we can draw according to our requirement the table. Then we have studied about quick tables. In quick tables, there are certain predefined tables provided by the MS Word. So, according to your requirement, according to the designing, according to the pattern of the tables which are available there in quick tables, you have to just click on that particular one and that one will be inserted there in your table, in your document. Clear? Now, one was convert text into table. In convert text into table, we have seen that how the text was written in a document without table grids. So how to convert that particular data into a table. So what we have done, we have selected that particular data and we have clicked on this option convert text to table. So that content that data was converted into a table format. Clear? Then I have told you Excel spreadsheet also. Excel spreadsheet is an option which provides you the benefit of complete sheet of Excel. Means you can insert a complete sheet of Excel in your MS Word. Though MS Word and MS Excel are two different softwares, but a sheet from a MS Excel you can insert there in your MS Word. Now let's see how it works practically. Now here we have gone to insert tab and then on tables. As you move your mouse pointer, the table is being resembled or shown there on the page. Now in insert tab table, this is a dialog box. According to your requirement, you can increase or decrease the number of the rows and columns and click OK. So your table will be done. I have not inserted with that. Then draw table. Draw table wherever your cursor will be when you start drawing, a outline of the table will be done. Then you can draw the rows and the columns. You can see how I am doing. Yes, clear? Then with table, how quick table is done? You can see a arrow button. Now in that you can see that there are many patterns. Anyone you can select out of that. Now convert table, as I have told you, in Excel spreadsheet you can insert the complete Excel spreadsheet in your MS Word. Clear? Then let's start the today's topic, that is entering data in tables. So how to enter data in table? As the table is created here, everybody is knowing now how to create a table there in your MS Word document or the MS Word page. Now the very first thing you have to do is place your insertion point in the table cell where you want to type data. Means in which particular cell you have to type your data. In that particular cell you have to keep your mouse pointer and you have to click. So your the cursor will start blinking in that particular cell. The second thing is, if you want to move to the adjoining cell, you have entered the data in first cell, then you want to move to the just next cell to it, adjoining one. Then what you have to do, either you can press tab from your keyboard or right arrow key, means you have to move right side, so you have to press what? Right arrow key from your keyboard. If you want to move to the previous cell, either press shift plus tab or press the left arrow key from your keyboard. Clear? Then next is, if you want to move up or down, any cell you want to enter, up or down, then you have to click on up and down arrow key. Clear? Now let's see how to do it practically. I want to enter data here. So I have clicked there, I have typed, then I have pressed tab, then I have typed, again I have pressed tab and I have typed. I have typed name, class, section. It's your requirement what you want. Clear? I am entering some data to show you how the thing is done. I am moving in the cells with the help of arrow keys. And when your cursor is there in whichever cell you want to type, then you can start typing. Yes? Like this. I am pressing tab or I am pressing now arrow keys to move. You can use any method or directly, right now your table is ready, you can directly click on that particular cell. That way also you can do, or you can use your arrow key buttons to move in the cells. Clear? Now, how to select different parts of a table. This is a very important part of a table, that how can we select different parts of a table. Now question arises, what are the parts of the table? So part of the tables are, one is cell. When a row and a column intersects, we form a cell. So how to select a cell? The first part. Second part is a row. Third part is a column. And then combination of all these makes a table. So here we will study that how to select a cell, a row, a column or an entire table. So let's start with the first one. A cell. To select a cell, we have to click on left edge of the cell, the very left edge of the cell. Now here the very important part which you have to notice is, when you move your mouse pointer to the left edge of the cell, generally a mouse pointer is the arrow key, white color, yes, without any fill, white color one. So when you move your mouse pointer to the left edge of the cell, your mouse pointer converts into dark color, means black kind color, and the the side of the pointer also changes. The side of the pointer also changes. I will show you practically how to do, how it resembles, how it appears. Then second is how to select a row. Move the mouse to the left of the row margin, click the left mouse button and drag to the end of the row. I will show you how to do. Then how to do the column, place the mouse pointer over the top of the column and click the left mouse button. So the entire column will be selected. By this, the row and the column gets selected. Then question arises how to do the complete table. For that, the answer is, click on the table move handle. On the top, when you are drawing, you see that plus kind of symbol and arrows are there on all sides. So that is known as table move handle. Or drag the mouse over the entire table. So selecting with the help of table move is easy one. I will show you how to drag mouse over the entire table. Now let's see. Here, just suppose I want to select this first cell. So I have taken my mouse pointer on the left pane, you can see, and the arrow is changing in a dark color. Yes, whichever cell you want, you can do that way. Now I want to select the column. I have taken my mouse pointer on the top. I have clicked the left mouse button, the entire column is selected. Now if I want to for the whole row, I have taken my mouse pointer and I have clicked. The whole row is selected. Yes. Again a cell, can see clear. Now if I want to drag, select the row with the help of dragging. So like this I have clicked. Yes. On the first cell, and then I have dragged my mouse pointer to select the entire row. Means just suppose you want to select a part of a row, this is the best way. So select the very first cell from where you want to start and then drag it, so that particular row will be completely selected. Similarly, for the complete table, you have to click on the first cell and drag up till where you want to select the table. Now one more option is there to select the cells or cell or a row or a table or a column with the help of layout tab. Select menu. Menu is also provided. If you are getting confused with this is the easy way. Now let's see. A table is there. When table is highlighted, you have clicked on the table, you can see design and layout option is there on the top. Yes. Yes, design and layout option is there on the top. Now, what you have to do is select, means click on the table. You can see design and layout option. Click on layout. Now, the very first option in this ribbon is under tables is select. When a drop arrow is there, when you click on that drop arrow, there are certain options. Select cell. Now, whichever cell your cursor will be, that particular cell will be selected. If you are selecting cell, that particular cell will be selected. Column, so column will be selected. If you are selecting row, then because a cell is for a column also and for a row also, so whichever cell you have selected, that particular cell, that particular row, column can be selected, and if you want the entire table, that will also be selected. Clear? Now, selecting the text inside a single cell. Now, this you have already done. I hope you people have done this on simple Word documents also. The same method is there for the selecting the text there inside the cell, single cell. If just suppose a word is written, then what we have to do? We can double click on the word. You can double click on the word and that particular word will be, that particular single word will be selected. If you want to select a sentence, then first hold down your control key from your keyboard and click anywhere in that particular sentence. Means first you have to press the control key from the keyboard, then you can press anywhere in that particular sentence. Then next is to select a block of text, means few lines. Then what we have to do, or a part of the paragraph. Then what we have to do, drag the mouse over the text. Means you have to select the very first in the beginning, click there in the beginning and drag up till where you want to select. Then a paragraph, triple click on that particular paragraph, the whole paragraph will be selected. I'm showing you the demo. As if this is the content I have taken. Now I just want to select double. So what I have done, I have clicked double time on double. Then if I want to select the entire sentence, then I have pressed the control key from my keyboard and then I have pressed. Yes, you can see the entire sentence is selected. Yes. Now for the whole paragraph, I have triple clicked that the whole paragraph is selected. Only one line is there in this paragraph. If many lines will be there, the whole paragraph will be selected. Now I want to select a part. Then this way I can drag. Up till where you want, that way, up till there you can drag. So the content will be selected. Clear? I'm showing again. I have clicked on hold. Then double clicked with the control. I have clicked, so the entire sentence was selected. I'm dragging. The part of the thing is selected. You can see hold is not selected. Yes. When I'm triple clicking 3 times, the entire paragraph is being selected. Clear? Now next topic is editing tables. We have entered the data. Now we want to edit the content of the table. Then what thing we have to do is how to edit. Just suppose you have taken a table of 3 into 4. Yes. Now you realize that here I am missing with a row. Yes. Means one more row is required. You have entered 3 names. Now you want that 4th name is also required. So the row is not there. Then what you will do? You will create the entire table again? No. So to reduce this work, so that you don't have to create the complete table again, you can insert a row or even a column in your table. Just suppose you have entered 3 subject marks. Now you want to enter one more subject marks. and you have not taken that particular column, so you can insert that particular column for it. Then what else we can do in editing? We can delete a row or column. Sometimes maybe you have taken extra row or an extra column, so how to delete it? Now let's study these in detail. If we have to insert a column, in our table, then what steps we have to follow are: first one, to add a new column, select the column by clicking on the top border. We have seen how to select a column. Then select the column by selecting on its top border, adjacent to which you want to insert a new column. Adjacent to which means either on the left side or to the right side of that particular column, whichever you want to insert. Then that one you have to select. Then the table tool tab appear. When you will select the column, then table tool tab appears on the ribbon. Click on the layout tab under it. Select either insert left or insert right. If a column is there in between, to that column, either if this is the column, to either right side or to the left side you can insert. Insert left or insert right button in the row and column group. It will appear, this option will be available there in which group? Row and column group. An empty column gets inserted in the table as per the chosen option, whichever you have chosen. If you have chosen right, so the column will be inserted right. If you have chosen left, then the column will be inserted left side. Now let's see how. As I have inserted a table. Yes, as per your requirement you can choose. Yes, I have taken. I am entering data. Yes, I am entering data. Now I want to insert a column. I have selected that particular column. Now I have gone to layout option. Yes. Now you can see here insert left or insert right. I am willing to insert a column now. So insert left or insert right. Anyone according to your requirement you can choose. I have selected right, so you can see a column on the right side is being inserted. Right side of the column which I have already selected. Class 1 I have selected. So right side to it the column is inserted. Now I can type whatever data I want to type in that particular column. Now if I want to insert left, so you can see I have selected that particular column again, and then on the left side I have inserted a column. An empty column is being inserted in the table. Clear? I have to insert a column there in the table. Now how to insert a row? We have inserted a column. Now how to insert a row in a table? For that the steps are more or less same. The first what we have to do is to add a new row. Select row by clicking on the top border, left border, adjacent to which you want to insert the new row. The table tool tab appears on the ribbon. This is for column. So how to do for row? Whatever we have done, almost the same will be there. Only the thing is we have to select the row. Now click layout tab under it. and select either insert above or insert below the below button in the row column group. An empty row get inserted in the table as per the chosen option. You can see it now. This was the table. Now I want to insert a row because only one name is entered. Now I want to enter more names. So what I have to do, here you can see no layout option is available right now because my cursor is outside the table. So I have clicked inside. Now you can see design and layout options are available. I have clicked on layout. Now my cell is there in the first row is been selected. My cursor is there in the first row. So insert above or insert below, whichever is your requirement, you can do. So I have selected insert below. So below name option, the whole row is being inserted. Now you can type your data, whatever you want. Yes, your data is completely your choice, whatever you are typing. Now I want to insert it below it. So below Anamika also I have entered one row, complete row is being inserted. Yes, according to your requirement you can enter data here also. Yes, I hope it's clear. Now I have inserted, means insertion point is clear to everyone. Now if just suppose any table you have taken where any extra row or a extra column you have taken, then what to do? In that condition, select the row or the column as per your requirement which you have to delete. Then click the layout tab under the table tool tab. Then select the delete option in the row and column group. A list will appear. Now choose the delete rows or delete columns option in the drop down menu. This is the first way. Second way is right click on the selected row or column that you wish to delete and select the delete row or delete column option from the shortcut menu. I am showing both to you people. I think these options are clear. Yes, this is the table. Yes, I have already created this table for you. Now in this table I want to delete some rows and some columns. Which one to delete? Just suppose here also layout and design is not available. I have clicked on the table. Now see, design and layout is available. Yes. Now I want to delete a row or a column. Now which one to delete? Just suppose I want to delete class column. I have gone to layout. There the second option is delete. You can see the first option in row and column. Yes, a drop down arrow is there. Click on that. A list appeared. Now among this you can select your required thing. Yes, I want to delete the column because I have selected the column. That column you can see class column is being deleted along with the data. When column is not there, how come the data will be there? Yes, along with the data. Now if suppose I want to select this third one, roll number 3, Rohit Gorakhpur. I have selected that particular, any one cell also if you will select, that will work. You don't have to select, it's not required to select the entire row. Now I have clicked on delete rows. So that particular, you can see roll number 3 is now not available. Yes, it is being deleted. As you will click out, the design and layout option will be removed from the ribbon. When you will click inside, then only design and layout option will be there. Yes. Now how to do it with shortcut? Just suppose you can see the shortcut menu is appearing on the top. Yes. A drop down menu is appearing. Yes. There also delete and insert. Here you can do insert also. This is a shortcut menu, and you can, with this you can insert also, as we have done from top. Or you can, here see for the insert one, insert left, right, above, down. You can do that one also. Yes. Or you can just column. For column, what we have to do? Insert column, left, right, all the options are available here. Yes. According to your requirement, you can do. Row I have selected, so above that it has been inserted. If you will select column, then column will be inserted. Yes, you can see. Yes. All these options are available in that particular shortcut menu. Now here if you want to insert also, delete also. Yes, insert again, let's see. All the options are same. Yes, you can see, you can compare. Here also you can see insert and delete options are available. Here also all the options will be available. You can see I have clicked on the drop arrow. Yes, all the options are available. According to your requirement, according to your choice, from anywhere when you will do, all these three options will follow and or provide you the same content, means same properties are there. Only places are different, but all will work same. Either you are choosing it from the ribbon, either you are choosing it from the shortcut key, all are same. Or you click your right mouse button, that will also give you the pop-up menu. From there also you can do the same work as per your requirement, inserting also and deleting also. I hope all these points are clear. Yes. The question answers of the previous chapter also you people have noted down, I hope, in your notebooks. I have told you that you have to take 140 pages copy, which you people get there from the school. If you are not having that copy right now, no problem. In a simple copy also you can write. I have told you that the fill in the blanks and true and false, note down there in the copy. Multiple choice questions are there, question answers are there. You have to note down there in your copy. When we will meet, then we will see what you people have done there in the copies. And please prepare those question answers, because whenever we will meet, I will just ask that how much you people have understood. We will have an interaction on what we have studied online. I hope you people are enjoying the online classes. Yes. I am also very eager to meet you people. But meanwhile, be safe and stay at home. Don't go outside. Yes. And follow all the rules and regulations which are said to be followed in this period, in this time. Wash your hands properly, wash your hand regularly. Yes. Don't mingle with too many people outside. It's better not to go outside. So many classes, homeworks are there for different subjects. Yes. So prepare well. So that's all for today's session. We will meet in the next class with more topics. Yes, like formatting table and all. How to format the tables which you have created up till now. Till then, be safe and enjoy the online classes.